Aloha everyone, my name is Kira Perkeski, your orientation leader for today's session, Dining Services with Mānoa Dining Services and Food Services. Before we get started, I'll be covering some housekeeping items for today's webinar. First, you should be able to hear me clearly. If you cannot, please note that in the chat box so we may troubleshoot with you. Some simple fixes include connecting your audio on the Zoom window, turning up your computer volume, or using external headphones. Second, please utilize the Q&A function if you have questions for the presenters or about what was shared. For most sessions, all questions will be saved to the end of the presentation. Additionally, participants in the chat are asked to be respectful of others and stay focused on the topic of this webinar so those with questions can be easily seen. Finally, after the session, we will be uploading the recording of this webinar to the Visit Days platform in the videos section. All recordings will have closed captioning. Now, I'd like to welcome and introduce today's presenters, Donna, Marcy, and Beth. And with that, I'll turn the presentation over to Donna with Mānoa Dining Services.
Hi, my name is Donna Ojiri, and I'm the General Manager and Registered Dietitian for Mānoa Dining Services. There we go. Okay, here we go. Next slide, please. Your dining experience is more than just great food. It's a community experience centered on culinary expertise, fresh ingredients, healthy options, and a shared sense of environmental and social responsibility. Join us to experience the comfort, convenience, outstanding food, and inviting atmosphere designed especially for you. So welcome and aloha. Next slide. Safety is our top priority. Mānoa Dining Services will continue to reinforce our existing standards for personal hygiene and food safety and infection control. Excuse me. Marcy. All our employees have been instructed on how to prevent the spread of COVID-19. And we will enforce our existing food safety and health and wellness policies requiring employees to stay at home if they are not feeling well. You'll see us regularly cleaning and disinfecting frequently touched surfaces with FDA-approved disinfectant. We take our responsibility for the well-being of the communities we serve seriously, and we have implemented the following changes to keep you and our employees safe. We're enforcing all local, state, and federal regulations, which includes wearing a face covering, practicing social distancing, and staying home if you're sick. Our locations will be limiting the amount of people who may enter and will have directional signage to direct the traffic. Some locations may have reduced hours. We encourage you to mobile order your food to limit the amount of people in our locations and minimize contact between you and our employees. So let's do our part to keep each other safe. So as you can see, these are some of our things that we'll be doing. Personal protective equipment, including face masks, which employees will be using. Also, we will be enforcing if you're in our locations. So frequent hand washing, food safety, social distancing, that's a really big thing. And we have different technologies to help with that. So, next slide, please. So let's have some fun. So at Mānoa Dining Services, food is the foundation for fun. So join us for monthly special events and promotions like build your own dessert bars, fun pop-up dining events, and some classic holiday feasts. We believe that relationships are strengthened around the table. We'll have limited time offers, and that includes, things like poke bowls, some local favorites, some build your own dessert bars. We've had some lobster nights and some really great events. And also like a big welcome back party that's coming up soon. So next slide, please. We practice local and sustainable. So we purchase locally whenever possible and use the freshest ingredients in our recipes. We source 100% sustainable seafood, eggs from cage-free chickens, ethically and responsibly sourced coffee, fresh milk from local dairy farms. Next slide. So I want to talk to you about Hale Aloha. Hale Aloha is our resident dining location, and it's located in the middle of the 4 round towers in Hale Aloha complex. And in Hale Aloha, it's one swipe, all you can eat, or you can dine for one price. And we have breakfast, which we have frittatas, your breakfast favorite foods, pancake, waffles, and a lot of, Portuguese sausage, spam for the local flair besides eggs. From a grill station, we have different hamburgers, hot dogs, quesadillas, and of course, French fries. We'll have different favorites that we rotate in our deli station and our comfort station. We have a full salad bar with fresh veggies and fresh fruit. And we try to promote locally grown products and produce as much as possible. We have hand-tossed pizzas and calzones and the different classics. And of course, desserts. For breakfast, we have donuts. We have house-made cookies, brownies, bars, and a lot of festive treats. In one of our stations, we have simple servings. And simple servings is a station that avoids 8 of the most common allergens. So all foods at this station are prepared exclusively with ingredients that don't contain the following allergens: milk, eggs, wheat, soy, shellfish, peanuts, tree nuts, and gluten. And so our staff is trained with cross contact. And we, as you know, I'm a registered dietitian, and we have a lot of requests and concerns for students with allergies. And so at this station, they can be comfortable that the foods are prepared appropriately. And if they are not able to find foods that they can eat in their special diets, they can definitely connect with me directly, and I can help them with their dietary restrictions. You'll notice that things will be purple, the utensils, the cutting board, they'll be purple, and that signifies that they're specially for this station. We also will have a mindful variety of food. We're committed to healthy foods, and we're listening to our customers. And so you'll see mindful and our mindful logo on the different foods that we have in our operations. We also are into comfort too. So we give the student a selection. You can be healthy, or if you really had a stressful day and you need something just kind of comforting, we have the old comfort foods for you too. We're also excited about this year. We have a new station, or we're expanding our vegan vegetarian station, and we're calling it Fresh Forward. And so we'll be doing more vegan and vegetarian options, as that's what a lot of our students are asking for. And for the busy student, we have our Bite app. And so I know that, everyone is busy and we'll be having some lines, but if you want your food quickly without, you can skip the line by using Bite. And this is an app, it's a free app that you can check out the menu at Hale Aloha, and you can make your selections, and our staff will put together the takeout for you. And so you pay for your meal with the one meal swipe, and we'll have your order ready for you. So you just pick it up at the front. So I know during the first couple of weeks of school, it's really busy. And so, we really recommend that the students, if you want to avoid the lines, please use Bite at Hale Aloha to help skip the line and let us put the food together for you. The other thing is we have dine-in at Hale Aloha. And so at Hale Aloha, we will be taking reservations. And so you can click on our link or scan the QR code and make your reservation for your party. Our tables are set for per table, or we have a couple of tables with 6 or 8. And we just want you to put down the names of everyone who's eating at that day. And when you check in at the cashier, let the cashier know you've made a reservation, and she will assign you a table. And that's the table for you and your party. We have limited seating. We just have about 140 tables or seats in that Hale Aloha dining room. So it's first come, first serve. And we want your whole group to be there. Again, this is for contact tracing based on the requirements of the city and county of Honolulu. Masks will be removed when you're eating, but while you're walking around Hale Aloha dining room, you will need to put your mask on. Okay, so next slide. So we've had a lot of parties and events throughout these years, and we're excited about coming up with new ways to enjoy each other during these pandemic times, or as we get out of COVID. And our big thing is our different events that we had. So we've had, our block parties or welcome back parties, and I talked about the Swipe Plus that students can definitely add on. Okay, so we want to include different things for you too. So next slide.
So I'll be talking about the retail dining locations that Mānoa Dining Services offers. So we have 3 retail dining locations. It's the Campus Center Food Court, Starbucks, and the Market at Hale Noelani. So Campus Center Food Court is located centrally on campus. They offer a variety of food, including plate lunches. We have grab and go salads and wraps. And this coming fall, we'll be offering up a new burger station, a rotating ramen and mindful type of bowl, as well as our blend station, our smoothie station. Starbucks, of course, you all know, so you can grab your favorite handcrafted drink on your way to classes or after. And the Market is our convenience store that is at student housing on the lower campus. They offer a variety of hot food, snacks, fresh produce, and they offer produce as well, which is really popular, and ice cream, of course. So with these retail locations, we do have the Grubhub app for mobile ordering only. We do not do delivery. So you can use Grubhub to skip the line. And every so often, we will offer special promotions. So there's this coupon code for $3 off your first campus pickup order. And it shows you how to use the app. So under your settings in Grubhub, you're going to have to look for campus dining and then search for University of Hawaii. And then you can also link your UH Mānoa ID to it as well, and your meal plan. So this was just more information about Grubhub, but I seem to have covered that. So next, I'll be talking about getting a meal plan. So if you're living in student housing, you will automatically be enrolled in a meal plan with the exception of the apartments. So we have weekly meal plans, which give you a bank of weekly meals to use on campus. So they range from basic 7 with 7 meals a week to prime 19, which is all the meals, 19 meals per week. Weekly meals start on Sunday and they expire every Saturday at midnight. So whatever you don't use throughout the week, you do lose. And the plans also come with points, which is like using dollar for dollar, like so 1 point equals $1. We also offer the apartment club, which is a semester block plan, and it offers 50 meals plus $75 in points. You have the whole semester to use 50 meals. You can also add on more meals if you do run out through the semester. So if you're living in the residence halls, you're automatically enrolled in the Choice 14, I believe. So if you would like to upgrade, you can do so at any time through the Student Housing Services cashier office at Freer Hall. Or if you need to downgrade, you can only do it within the first 2 weeks of the school year. So you would also do that at Freer Hall cashier. If you do not live on campus and would like to sign up for a meal plan, you would do so through the Campus Center Ticket and ID office. And we offer the application online at uhmdining.com. So I briefly talked about how meal plans work. So I'll just kind of break down how it does work. So it comes with a certain amount of meal swipes per week and points that are for the whole semester. So meal swipes, one entry gets you into resident dining hall. We do have takeout or dine-in available. So this is where you get the most value out of your meal plan. When you use your meal swipe at retail dining locations like Campus Center Food Court or Starbucks or the market, then your meal swipe is worth $5.50. So weekly meal swipes do reset on Sunday, and so whatever you don't use throughout the week expires Saturday at midnight. So it's use it or lose it. One thing we do recommend to students is that if you have weekly meal swipes left over, you go spend it at the market. So I'll also talk about the points. So I mentioned that the meal points have a dollar for dollar equivalency. So 1 point equals $1, and it's treated like cash and it does not reset. So once you're out of points, you can load dining dollars onto your card, which work in the same way. And I'll talk about in the next slide. So if you're paying for your meal at a retail location, you can use all points or a combination of points and swipes. So if your lunch is $8, you can use one meal swipe, which is $5.50 plus $2.5 points, or you can use all 8 points. So you would just need to tell the cashier how many swipes and points you want to use. So Dining Dollars is a program that anybody can add to their UH Mānoa ID, and you can use like a debit card. The perk is that you get free money when you load at least $50 worth of dining dollars. So it's good because they don't expire until 24 months of inactivity, and plus like parents, friends can make guest deposits, so they make a really good gift. So when you load $50 to $99, you get 5% free bonus dollars. And then if you load $100 or more, you do earn 10% free bonus dollars. So that's a minimum $10. That's a free lunch. You can do it online at uhmdining.com. And then I just wanted to throw out there, give you guys the heads up that on Labor Day weekend, we will be doing a special dining dollar flash sale. So you'll get extra credit. So if you load $200 or more, you'll get 20% free bonus dollars. So that's $40 free. And since they don't expire, it's a really good time to add, you know, $200 seems like a lot, but if you're going to Starbucks a lot, it kind of goes by quickly. And then I'm just going to briefly talk about our hours. So for resident dining, we will be open for breakfast this semester. I know I forgot to update this, but we will have takeout and bite mobile ordering for breakfast, no dine-in. We'll have lunch Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And dinner will be 7 days a week from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Brunch on the weekends is from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our retail dining locations for the Campus Center Food Court will be open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Starbucks will be open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. And the market is open 7 days a week and is open from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. So if you have any questions outside of our Zoom NSO today, you can text us. If you text Mānoa Dining Queue, all one word, to 82257, followed by your question, we can get back to you quickly. Or you can also DM us on Instagram. I feel like we respond the quickest here. We see it fast. So this is all of our information for you to stay connected with us. So definitely check out www.uhmdining.com to learn more about meal plans and our retail locations and resident dining. Please follow us on Instagram, and we can't wait to see you in the next semester.
Hi, friends. I'm going to talk about food services, the other side. So let me share my screen. All right. So food services. It's a self-funded program responsible for the daily operations of food service vendors on campus, except for those that Marcy and Donna spoke about, that are administered by Student Affairs, so Campus Center, Hemingway Hall, and student housing. So food service is also responsible for the campus-wide vending programs and athletic concessions. Food services strives to satisfy the nutritional needs of the university community by providing choices of products at the lowest possible cost that are high in quality and with the best possible service. The food services department is part of auxiliary services, which is under the umbrella of campus services. So lots of services. We have a Paradise Palms location, and in our normal operations, we have 6 vendors in there, which are Dunkin' Donuts, L&L, Lassoon, Panda Express, La Crepe Cafe, and Holo Holo Bistro. For the fall semester, we're slowly opening up other vendors besides Panda Express. So the best thing to do is to follow us on Instagram or check out our website. All that information will be at the end of the presentation so that you can stay updated as we start rolling vendors open at Paradise Palms. We're currently not a dine-in facility right now, but like I said, things are always changing. So make sure you're subscribed to and follow us. And our food trucks, that's the super exciting part of my job, is getting local food trucks in and placing them throughout the campus. So for the fall semester, we're going to be rotating 2 to 3 trucks in the same location. So the one spot will be near Cross Hall, near Campus Center. And I'll talk about which trucks are coming back at the end. But you know, food services, we serve about 500,000 meals annually. So it's still a pretty awesome group to be a part of, even though that we aren't necessarily taking the meal plan. That's a big question. I'll put a pin in that. Just as Donna mentioned, we are taking safety precautions. We require masks worn in Paradise Palms. And of all of our staff and our customers, we have signage placed on the floor and directional sort to give you a heads up on where you maintain that 6 feet and the flow of traffic. Obviously, staff continue to wash their hands, and we're always constantly washing down surfaces. You'll notice, just like nearly everywhere else, there are hand sanitizing locations for you to use at Paradise Palms as well. Paradise Palms. Located on Upper Campus next to Hamilton Library and Kennedy Theater, this facility features 6 food vendors, an air-conditioned dining room, and an outdoor eating area. Paradise Palms is open 5 days a week. For the fall semester, again, the hours will be changing. We're anticipating bringing in a breakfast option. So we're still discussing with Dunkin' and L&L. So when they open, it would be 8 a.m. and then closing at 2 p.m. We also have the bean counter. That's located at Scheidler College of Business on the 1st floor. The bean counter serves up brewed coffee from the Hawaiian Islands and fulfills your caffeinated desires with a full service espresso bar. They will not be open this fall semester, but we are super excited to get them back in here, hopefully by spring. Food trucks. So one of the distinguishing features of the dining offerings on campus is the variety and quality of mobile vendors. These local vendors provide an extensive menu of food that includes poke, smoothies, Mexican, Korea, boba teas, ramen, and vegetarian food. Some of the food trucks, when we get back to a regular schedule, will rotate around campus, which provides an opportunity to sample multiple vendors without tracking across campus. Again, follow the food service website so that you can stay up to date for the new trucks that are coming in as well as their rotation. Ono Seafood, they have confirmed and they'll be back in one of those at the Cross location. They have poke bowls. You can order a bowl or you can also order by the pound. So super yum. Hot tacos, they have also confirmed. They offer authentic Mexican food prepped and cooked daily from scratch, offering tacos, burritos, and quesadillas with meat options like steak, chicken, marinated pork, and shredded beef. They offer a la carte options or lunch plates that include beans and Spanish rice and other add-on options like chili relleno and tamales. I can't even say that word. Sorry, team. Vending machines. So located throughout campus are several different options. We have snack and we have a relationship with Coke. On our website, there's a map of all the vending locations. There's cashless options as well as regular old cash. There are 25 snack and 67 beverage machines conveniently placed around the Manoa campus. The snack machines will carry some PPE products this year that include cloth face masks. So in the event that you have forgotten yours, you can purchase one at a vending machine since you'll need one to access the bookstore. Refunds for snack and beverage machines are provided by food services, and we can be reached by phone at 956-4798 or by email at food@hawaii.edu. As I mentioned multiple times, connect with us. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Check out the website. There's tons of information there with maps of where we're putting things and changing things and what's opening and what's closed. So, or if you just want to send us a message and just ask us what the hours are, that's fine as well. We're constantly, connected to our emails. So email is typically best, but we'll get the message if you call or if it comes through someone else. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for both of your presentations. I'd like to open it up for some questions now. If you have any questions, please use the question and answer feature. But our first question will be for Mānoa Dining Services. And it's just a question about the name of the app. Is the app called Bite by Sodexo-Universities?
Yes, that is correct.
And our next question, also for dining service, is there an easy way to keep track of how many swipes/points you've used, or do you have to keep track of that yourself?
So to keep track of the swipes and points, you can always ask the cashier to check for you, but you can do it online. So if you go to your e-accounts, you can go to the Manoa One Card website and you'll be able to see how many swipes you have for the week.
And as a student, I also have used an app for that same e-accounts website. So in the App Store, if you just search e-accounts and sign in with your UH info, your UH ID, it will give you a way to track. Next question about the meal plan. What day does the meal plan start for the fall semester?
The meal plan starts on Monday, August 16th with lunch. And so I know people are making appointments to move in at different times, but so your meals will be activated Monday the 16th with lunch.
Our next question is, when buying food, are we allowed to use cash or is it only with meal points?
Good question. So for the food service locations like Panda Express and the food trucks, right now, as it states, we only accept like cash or card and are not part of the meal points program. We're hoping to move in. We were working on it pre-pandemic, getting to participate in the program where you load money on your card and using money and not swipes and points. But as it stands now, if you're going to visit any of the Paradise Palms locations and any of the retail locations, you food services, you would have to use, cash or card. It's outside of that program, but at and then I'm sure Donna and Marcy can speak for their retail locations on whether or not they accept the points.
Yeah, for Mānoa Dining Services, we accept everything. So we accept the meal plan swipes, meal plan points, dining dollars, campus cash is what Beth had talked about, is you can load dining dollars or campus cash onto your card. We also accept credit cards and cash. So we accept everything.
Okay, our next question can be for both programs. Are there options for people who can't eat red meat?
Absolutely. I think both groups, all the food locations on campus, and as Donna mentioned, she's a dietitian. So if you need to explore or ask her questions in regards to some alternatives, I'm pretty sure she's got you on that. But most of our vendors, we offer a lot of different vegetarian options. I mean, even now, those meatless options or things that taste like meat but aren't meat. So that's the beauty of having so much variety on campus, is there is always an option to find something that's going to meet your dietary needs. Hope that helped.
Yeah, thank you. You were good. You're really good, Beth. Yeah, so we offer, like Beth says, we offer a variety. So we have vegan, vegetarian offerings at all of our locations. And we're working at Hali Aloha to expand our plant forward stations.
And then we will be offering this new concept called Bowlful at Campus Center. We're really excited for it. It's a grain bowl, and we have tofu as well as chicken. So if you do eat chicken.
Okay, our next question is, what is the difference between dining dollars and campus cash?
Okay, I'll try to answer that one. Okay, so dining dollars is put out by, or that's our Mānoa Dining Services declining balance program. And so you get bonus with that. So for every, as Marcy talked about, for every $100 you load on, you get 10% bonus. And so that way you have $110 to spend in all of our locations. Campus Cash is different. You can add on Campus Cash onto your card. There is no bonus attached with that. And you can use that at Mānoa Dining Services locations, plus other locations that will accept Campus Cash. So I think Vending Machine accepts Campus Cash. And I'm not exactly sure. I know there's some locations on University Avenue, that area there, that will accept Campus Cash. And as Beth talked about, auxiliary services, campus services will start, working on possibly accepting campus cash too at their locations.
Campus cash is also good for printing in the library.
That's right. That's
No,
right. I knew
yes,
there
you
was
need
something.
to pay to print in our libraries, and you do that through your ID card through Campus Cash. Our next question is about the Bite app. They say the location option does not work on the Bite app. What do I do?
So you have to search for Hawaii or Manoa, and it should pop up. The only location we have listed is Hale Aloha Cafe, because that you can only use the Bite app for resident dining. But if you still can't find figure it out, please just text us or send us a DM on Instagram, and we can help you walk through that.
Our next question is about meal swipes. How much of a meal is one meal swipe? If I'm correct, one meal swipe is the equivalent to $5.50. How does that work? I don't remember correctly, but where can meal swipes be used?
So meal swipes can be used in all of our Mānoa Dining Services location. So one meal swipe is all you can eat at Hale Aloha. That's our resident dining location. And so that's where you get the best value for your food. And so if you didn't have a meal swipe, the meal is, I think right now, I'm forgetting new prices, but like $15 for dinner is one of the prices. And so, that's where you get your most value. If you use your meal swipe at, say, Starbucks or Campus Center Food Court or the market, one meal swipe is equal to $5.50. So as Marcy had done the example, if you spend, say, $6 at Starbucks, you can use one meal swipe, $5.50, and 50 cents in meal plan points or dining dollars or whatever else to complete your transaction.
Our next question, do we use our ID card to swipe at the dining facilities?
Yes, your Mānoa One card, that is your key card. That's where your e-account resides on, and that's where all your meal swipes, campus cash, all those things are on there. So that's a very important card to have. So that's one of the first things you should do if you haven't gotten your ID card mailed to you. Come to the ticket office and pick up your ID card.
Another question about the Bite app. Should we use our Hawaii login for the Bite app?
Yes, you would use your single sign-on information for the Bite app. You might have to sign into the e-accounts first to do so, just so it activates it. But if it doesn't work, we'll always walk you through it if you just send us a message.
Okay, our next question. Could you use multiple meal swipes to buy something at the market? For example, if our total is $11, can we just use 2 meal swipes?
Yes, definitely. And so we also, you can use multiple meal swipes at any location. And so we do have some busy periods at the market, especially Friday, Saturday nights, as you know, the week is ending. So if you have 2 meal swipes or 3 meal swipes left over, please spend it on groceries and stock up your room.
I'd also like to add that you can use your meal swipes on Grubhub, so that if you have 3 meal swipes left on Friday or Saturday, you can skip the line and use your leftover meal swipes that way, so you don't have to wait in the long lines.
I have a question for Beth. Sorry to interject. So we know there's minimal amounts of vendors that are going to be in Paradise Palms, but is there other food vendors we can hope for spring, like Dunkin', please?
Yeah, and that's, I think we're all kind of feeling this way as we were hoping to be turning the corner, and that corner just melted. So we are kind of just pivoting again and kind of using this fall semester to slowly bring back some of those things that we loved having here and that people have been asking for. But by spring, it is our super duper biggest goal ever to have those Paradise Palms vendors back open like Dunkin'. We have been having, and while I'm not going to close that door entirely on fall, we're having lots of conversations because we don't entirely know what the population is going to look like for fall yet. So we're asking some of our vendors to come in on a trial basis, try things out for 2 weeks, see what that's like. We understand that, you know, they're a business and, but they are missing it too. They miss being a part of this community. As you know, I'm hope that all the students and people that are listening get to experience this amazing community that's on campus of so many vendors and support. Everybody's just here for the goal to like make sure that you're getting through school, you're getting fed, and you're feeling like you're connected. And we all miss that so much, and so do our vendors. So that's why I think it's super important that you follow us on Instagram and follow all of the accounts. However, or just check the website, familiarize yourself, make it a bookmark on your phone, because we are going to try, this schedule is going to be very flexible this fall semester and changing. You might see Dunkin' for 2 weeks and then they might not be here. And so for spring, we're super excited because unfortunately we did lose some of those food trucks that were in business and on campus. They went out of business, but there have been some new folks that are wanting to come. So for example, we're building a contract out right now for Betty's Burgers. They're right down the street. They decided to add a truck to their life, to their business line. So they're going to be coming up onto campus. There's football games coming onto campus, right? We've never had that before. That's super exciting. I got to go down to that field. And so the things that they're wanting to bring, the food that Sodexo is working on to bring to the games is, you know, it's super exciting. So while it might seem like we don't have all of these amazing food options like we did before, it's growing. And I think this fall semester is going to be super experimental and getting us back to a point where we come in spring and having all these new vendors and things that we've not even, you know, these lifers here that we've been here on campus haven't seen. So that's why it's super important to stay tuned.
And this question is coming from me, but do we know about the Subway or Jamba Juice statuses?
I think Subways continue to be open throughout this whole time. Jamba Juice, we have a blend station in Campus Center. We're looking at the amount of people who are looking for smoothies and acai bowls, and we'll see if we have enough. Then we'll have, again, same as Beth, we're kind of monitoring it, and we may have Jamba Juice open. That's the same thing with Ballet too. We're all kind of watching, and yeah, we'll see. So spring may be a little more exciting.
Thank you. We have no more questions in the chat or in our question and answer. Actually, one just came in. Are there any food places open 24 hours on campus?
No, I think the latest would be, we have our Noelani market, the market at Noelani, and that closes at 11 p.m. So with Mānoa Dining Services, Starbucks opens at 7 a.m. Or the breakfast at Hali Aloha is 7 a.m. And so you can have food from 7 a.m. all the way till 11 p.m.
Another question, what week does the meal plan end? The last week we can redeem our swipes points.
The meal plan ends at the end of graduation. in December, and I have to look
December
at that.
18 is
Oh,
the
correct.
last day of the
Yes.
meal plan.
Yes.
And then if I'm correct, do the points carry over to the next semester, or do they expire at the end of a semester?
Yes. The points that come with the fall meal plan will carry over to the spring meal plan. But then at the end of spring semester, it all expires. But dining dollars and campus cash does not expire. So if you run out of meal plan points, add dining dollars.
Okay, we have no more questions now. I will go ahead and close us out. So thank you so much for joining us today at this dining services presentation. We hope that you gained some helpful information from our presenters, Donna, Marcy, and Beth. If you have further questions or questions that have not been discussed, please email your orientation leader or nrwo@hawaii.edu for assistance. As mentioned, this webinar will be published on the NSO platform, so please visit that page for the recording, as well as for links or documents that have been mentioned by today's guests. Mahalo and have a good day.